Hello, this is Amin. You are in second session of ASP.NET Core MVC tutorial. In this part, we show you what do you need to install on your machine and your device to make your computer ready for developing ASP.NET Core MVC application. For this purpose, you need some software and tools. First, you need one code editor or one integrated development environment IDE for editing your code. You can use Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code, Atom, Sublime, or several other code editor that you know. It depends on your preference, and also it depends on the operating system of your computer. Next tools that you need for this development is .NET Core SDK or Software Development Kit. The next things that you may need if you want to work with databases is one database engine. For example, SQL Server or MySQL can be your option for database engine. Okay, as we develop this project in Windows, we select Visual Studio Community. Visual Studio Community is version of Visual Studio that is free for individual. We posted in our Facebook and in Instagram that this version is legally for who can use this version of Visual Studio for free. Okay, let's flip to the provided link, and in this link you can see several version of Visual Studio that you can install. Our target is community. Through downloading, free download the purple button, you will receive and download one executable file. We already download this executable file. When you download the file, just you need right click on the file and run the file as administrator. Then you should pass some steps to reach the step that you can select workload. Workload means what is your development target. As our development target is .NET Core cross-platform development, we should select this part from workload. Then we have two options for installation. One option is install all the file, then install it in our computer, or we can install the application while downloading the files. It depends on your internet connection and your connectivity. You can select your option and go further for installation. We already installed the Visual Studio on my device, and let's flip to Visual Studio. This is Visual Studio 2019. We create a new project by clicking on create a new project button. Then in this screen, which you can see, we select C# as programming language, as we decided to develop our project with this language, and select ASP.NET Core Web Application. In this screen, you can rename your project, and then in the final step, you can select your ASP.NET Core version, and also you can select your template. Here you can see the version that we have, but if you realize that the proper version or latest version is not available, you can download the proper version from the provided link. You can go to the link, and as you can see in this link, it has several versions of ASP.NET Core in Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and Docker. Also, you can see the latest version at the moment of recording this video is .NET 5. Also, .NET Core 3.1 is still available, which is long-term support, and you can download this version if you want to develop your app with that version. Also, each version has two downloadable files, the SDK version and runtime version. SDK version is for software developer, and it includes .NET runtime file. And if you install SDK version, you don't need to download and install a runtime version of .NET. The last but not least thing that we are going to introduce in this session is installing SQL Server and SQL Server Management Studio. When you install Visual Studio, it has a built-in SQL Server engine, and you can work with database with the engine which installed with Visual Studio. But if you want to have the SQL Server separately, you can go to the provided link. SQL Server for developer is free, and you can download the SQL Server with click on that button. You will receive and download a file which contain SQL Server engine, and you can run that file as administrator and follow setup steps to complete the setup. Also, if you prefer to manage your database with SQL Server Management Studio, you can go to the second provided link, which you can see in this slide, and then you can download the latest version of SQL Server Management Studio from the provided link. As you can see, you can download the file from here, and then you can install the file on your device and use SQL Server Management Studio on your device. If you need to have access to the provided link, don't worry, we mention all the link in the description of the video, and also text version and a slide of this tutorial are available in our website, our Facebook account, and in our Instagram account. In the next session, we create our first ASP.NET Core application, and we will talk about the structure of ASP.NET Core, and we start our development with Visual Studio. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow us.